Alright, so we are in Paris right now. We are just starting a new project for DJI for the Ronin RS3 that is right here. So the plan basically is to explore Paris for the next 3 days, and we have our Freerunner with us, Matthieu, who's gonna be jumping and running all over the city. We have Mr. Zamut behind the camera right now. He's gonna be like the second filmmaker, and myself, I'm gonna be like the main filmmaker. So right now we're waiting for the train to make it to the city center. We already went through like all the main spots. I put like a little star on Google Maps, so I have like all the spots we want to hit on the map. And then we checked the weather forecast, because today should be fine, but tomorrow and after tomorrow is going to be a little bit rainy. So depending on the weather and the kind of mood we want, we're going to hit like different spots of the city. So we made like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 different areas we're going to go to, and then we just gonna go from one to another, not to lose time with the transportation and stuff like this. So right now we are just waiting for the train. It's gonna arrive in like 10 minutes and make it to the first few spots in Paris. So we're about to send it as usual. Yo, so we just made it to the first shooting location. It's called Olympiades. It's a pretty sick place. There's like big buildings all around, and our guy Matthieu is gonna jump from like one of these little roofs to the other. From like down here, like going up a little bit, and then we see him like from below doing the flip. That would be sick. Or maybe even from there, so we have the backlight entering the frame, and then we see you like with the light in the back. So the plan, I think, will be to shoot with the 12 to 24. That way it's like super wide, and we can clearly see like the whole gap. The gap is going to look like even bigger with the when we're at 12 millimeters rather than like 24 or even 35. So we'll first try one at 12, and we'll see how it looks. Getting a little bit sketchy because we did like one jump, we missed the shot, like we didn't like coordinate really good, so it was pretty hard to like get it straight away. And then like right under the roof there's like a sort of pharmacy or something, and the lady from the pharmacy is getting mad because of the noise, because he's like jumping and running on the roofs. Bullshit. So we're gonna do it like once more. We have just one try, and we need to pull the shot this time, so let's go. Finger's good, right? So we are done with the first spot. It was a little bit sketchy because it's not really allowed to like go on the roofs, and it's pretty sketchy to jump from one roof to another, so people were not like super happy about us doing it, but we got some super insane shots. Now I just wanted to show something real quick, because now we're gonna like take the subway and move to another part of the city. So the cool thing is that when the gimbal is locked, you can just like take just the camera with this little plate off, and the rest is staying the same. So once we arrive to the next spot, I just take the camera, I put it on the gimbal, boom, and then I just turn it on, and it's just like ready to go like straight away. I don't have to like rebalance it and everything, because I only like took away one plate, but like the main plate here I didn't touch it at all. So that's one really cool thing about this gimbal. So it's like super fast. If you can even like transport it like this, but here I just prefer like taking the camera off, boom, I put the camera in my backpack, and then I transport the gimbal like this on the side of my backpack, and then when we arrive to the next spot, boom, I put the camera on, and I'm already like ready to go. So that's pretty cool. So we made it to another spot. It's like a pretty cool bridge. Just gonna use the gimbal, click on the little button here, just so it's always aiming at the exact same direction. And on the camera I'm gonna put interval shooting. So basically it's gonna take photos every second, And what I do is I close the aperture to the max, so I'm at f22 right now, and then the shutter speed I put it at 1/5 kind of, and so then I'm just like holding the camera still like this, and I'm just walking forward while the camera is taking all the photos, and the gimbal is doing the work of keeping the camera steady, so I just don't move my arms and everything, and then it's just creating like a super sick hyperlapse. And sometimes I have to stabilize it just a little bit in post, but sometimes I don't even have to stabilize anything, so it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good way to do it. So right now we are gonna try to do some crane shots. So we have like a super long pole, but since it's made for action cameras, it doesn't really hold the weight of like the camera and the gimbal, so we are just like taping it. That way we can make like a cool crane shot like this, so we can go like from super high with the gimbal at the end and then go like down. Something kind of illegal. We're going to a rooftop, and we have to sneak up there a bit, so it's gonna be interesting to get up there.
Our personal Parisian guide.
Let's go. I'm only in Paris like few days in a year, so you guys are really lucky to be coming with me to this one. Hopefully it's open, so yeah, let's go.
The roof, thanks to our bro. Go follow him at Follow My Path on Instagram. He's our like Parisian guide. He took us to the roof, and we can see the Eiffel Tower like right in front of us. So right now we're just waiting, we're hiding because it's like kind of, you know. There's a dude like in the building just in front, and he's not sure if he's like calling the cops or not, because he were like looking at us, and now he's on the phone. He was like looking at us while checking his phone, and now he's calling something or someone. So I think we will try to start shooting now so we can get the shots before we get kicked out.
Hey yo, Zimy, what's up?
Come on! Come on, man! Attention! So our athlete is like running in the middle, and then we have the camera filming him from the side, and we have like the bridge like passing by like. Okay, cameras rolling, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. On this gimbal there are like 3 different main modes. There is like the what they call the PTF mode, meaning that it's like following all of your movements, but the horizon is locked. Then there is like the PF mode, so it's not following when you're going up down, it's just following left right. And then there is the FPV mode, which is basically boom. So this is FPV mode. It's following like basically everything. And then within the FPV mode, you can change again and put the 3D roll 360, meaning that when you're like this, you can make it rotate with the joystick here. So we can go like this. So what we're gonna do now is we put the fastest like the motors to the fastest speed possible. And we have the two gimbals set exactly the same. So we're gonna do a shot. We're gonna do like, I will move forward. Zamut is gonna move backward, aiming at my camera. And at the beginning, we're gonna synchronize and be like, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And on go, we will like both will start rotating the camera. And both gimbals go at the exact same speed. So basically what it's gonna do is that the camera will always be straight because the other camera that is filming this camera is going to be rotating at the same time. So the camera in the shot will always be leveled and the entire environment is going to like rotate 360. So it's going to be like super trippy, but it's going to look like super sick for sure. And then also in post, I can still track the lens a little bit to keep it like in the exact center of the frame. So that's definitely going to be one of the banger shots of the video. Next shooting location, just a couple of streets north of the bridge we were before. It's like a cool looking staircase with like a green structure, and he's just gonna jump from like one staircase to like the other and go through, and I'm just gonna follow him through the staircase. We are in front of this big piece of metal, a pretty famous one, still with the team right here. So we are gonna do like one of the sort of intro shots, and this one has to be one of the real bangers of the whole video. So the idea is like, there's a natural puddle down here, but we just like adding a little bit more water to it, and that way we have like a nice reflection of the Eiffel Tower. And Mr. Zamut is going to pull the shot. So basically it's gonna look like this. He is going to have the camera upside down like this, and then as we walk into the shot, he's gonna like move backwards and then turn the camera at the same time. So basically that way the Eiffel Tower is always gonna be like straight. So at the beginning it's like this, but since we're filming through the puddle, it's gonna be straight, and then as we go back, boom, 360, and then we enter the shot, and this is the moment where I'm gonna meet Matthieu. So I'm gonna meet him, say hello, and then put the gimbal together and start the action shots. So yeah, we're lucky with the weather. We check the weather every day. We knew it was going to rain now, so we planned to be here for the rain. So we had the puddle, we have the mood, we have everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. After the shot, I'm doing good again, yeah.
Go!
Go, boy!
Yeah, boy! Yo, so next part of the shoot for the brand new DJI Ronin RS3. We are right now in eastern Switzerland. We are currently packing everything. We've got all the hiking and camping stuff. We're about to take the cable car that is gonna take us up to the mountain, and then we're gonna follow the ridge along to our spot. The spot is a super cool, super beautiful spot here. Well, didn't go as planned. Wasn't supposed to rain. We've been just hiking for about 1.5 hours, and we just arrived to the spot like where we're supposed to film, and as soon as we arrived it's starting like pouring down, so we had to like set up the tent, and now it's raining pretty hard. So it's pretty comfy in here, and we're just gonna wait till it rains, if it stops, hopefully.
Just to let you know, like every time when me and Zimy, when we are on the road, it's like, let's say it's like a 90% chance of getting shitty weather, shitty conditions. So
right now it's 4 p.m. so it's like this is like the big storm we're in. And then if I go forward, 5 p.m, 6, 7, yeah, it should be fine.
Thinking about like going over that little hill, like down here, maybe like down here.
It's pretty steep over there. I don't know if like jumping all the way is a good idea. So tents are ready, looking pretty cool. So big blue one, the 5-star one, it's for the 2 princess, and then I will be in the small one.
again?
I always did it. Like this, huh? Raining all night.
Wasn't the best night. It was a short night. It was raining. Honestly, when it started to rain, it was like kind of calming and stuff, but it was cold.
Let's go and ask Matthieu what he thinks. Yo, bro. How was your night?
Sleep was like this. School was like this. Location is like this. So it was sick.
So last part of the shoot, we are now in a cool little forest in Austria, pretty close to Switzerland, like 30 minutes away from the mountain we just climbed. Here the plan is to have like lots of action shots of our Freerunner doing free running, but in like a complete different environment, which is gonna be like nature. So that's the plan for the whole video, to make it look kind of original by having him doing free running in the forest and then doing some match cuts with the city as well and stuff like this. So that's the plan. Yeah, boy! Go! 2, 1, go! Bro, I think maybe instead of the flip, because like when you land from the flip it gives like a sort of a stop. Yeah. So maybe let's try like the tornado roll, it's gonna be like smoother. And also maybe let's try to do it like a little bit higher so I can like go in between these 2 trees. On the last one I used manual focus because I'm like staying on the side, so always the same distance between the Freerunner and the camera. Now we'll just do another angle from like a little bit in front on the side with like a slight angle to the side, and I will just hold the gimbal with the top handle as well. And I don't think I will look at the video, I will just like look where I'm running and just go like this.
Right now we're at a cool spot. It's a small puddle. So we already knew we shot the first part of this scene in Paris and we're gonna shoot the second part right here. The plan is Matthieu is gonna jump from about a meter height into the puddle and we trying to get a cool robo move, like a sort of a robotic move with the gimbal, and it's sort of like we're following him down the feet, then I put the joystick up to aim at his face and then I pull the whole gimbal up like this. I think it's gonna be a really dope move if we pull it. No, that was shit! 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, go!
Finally, just finished the shoot. Still it's the first part because we still have like all the editing work, but that's like probably the most exhausting part. Especially today, everyone's tired. We slept under the rain up in the mountains, then we had to go down. Came here in the forest and it was a bit tricky to find like places to do flips and tricks and stuff for our Freerunner. But I think we did pretty good. I am pretty happy with the shots, the jumps as well, of course. This gimbal is doing an insane work, working very well. Stoked with it as well. How you feeling, bro? How was it?
I'm exhausted, but it was a sick mission, and I'm happy that I've been able to be part of this. Yeah, sick.
And the best thing to say after a shoot is, and it's a run! Woo!